What's up? You're watching Cheap Seats. I'm Riley. That's great. And then today we're predicting every NFL game in the Week 13 slate. Happy Thanksgiving.
It's gonna be a feast.
Yeah.
We both went 9-4 last week, and that's why I went so deep into my mind. I've been in silence for the last 4 days. I've been thinking and calculating and racking my brain. And this week, I think this is the one, Riley.
You're going to go perfect?
I think I'm going perfect.
I joke picked the Titans last week and they won. I joke picked them.
Joke pick.
Joke pick. Nicola joke pick. MVP favorite in the NBA, which is not what this channel's about yet.
I look like a little garden gnome.
I'm wearing the same shirt that I was in yesterday's video, and that's because it's the same day.
Well, yeah.
Because we got stuff to do with the Thanksgiving and stuff. I'm in Toledo right now. While you're watching this, I'm it's somewhere near Toledo. Not going to tell you where. Can't dox myself.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are having a great holiday time, though, and I hope you're enjoying the triple header that's happening between all three of our channels, just including this one.
Yeah.
And the other two channels both have videos coming out
It's
today,
just like
too.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're giving thanks to you guys for watching.
Yeah, it's a triple header.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the matchups, unfortunately, is Tommy DeVito versus Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
That's like if we gave Tony and Kronk a show.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the Cooper Rush, Tommy DeVito. Sorry about that, Tone. Didn't mean to lowball you. I know you're in the other room.
Yeah, more and then Kronk would be more like Cooper Flush, the way he was flushing so much in yesterday's video.
Yeah, he was doing the pooping.
Yeah, and I went over and said, #hold it, Kronk, because we're about to film this one.
You said hashtag to him?
Yeah, I'm trying to say it out loud more often. I'm a millennial, and I got to get used to that.
Okay.
Gotta embrace it, my culture, which is saying hashtag out loud and avocado toast.
Yeah.
And
it's all right. Mike McDaniel said LOL out loud last week. Did you see that?
I didn't.
He drew Max Crosby off sides, and he said, Max, we didn't even have a play called LOL.
Ah, wow.
And it made me vomit in my mouth. Hot vomit.
Yeah.
Hot vomit.
And it's Max Crosby has been on fleek this season, though, for the most part. And so it was crazy that he got juked out by Bo Nix. Absolutely juked. Mike McDaniel, wait, the Dolphins didn't play the Raiders?
Sure.
Whatever, who cares?
Maybe it was the week before.
It could have been.
Who'd the Raiders play last week?
I'm pretty sure they played them Broncos, man.
Who'd the Dolphins? Oh, yeah, Dolphins played the Patriots.
Oh, you're getting all sorts of mixed up.
That was weeks ago, dude. I am off fleek.
I think this episode is going to be crazy, scary, spooky, and hilarious. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Let's get into these Turkey Day games. Who's gobbling up turkey legs?
Uh-huh.
I had a dream the other night. I got a coupon texted to me for a free turkey leg at the next ball game I went to. That was the text I got. I was like, oh, sick. Next ball game I go to, I get a turkey leg.
Doesn't matter where it is.
It said ball game and turkey leg.
Any ball game, they're just going to have a turkey leg ready for you.
On ice for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Pull the game up, Tony.
Bears at Lions. We've got an NFC North matchup here. Caleb Williams been playing great football, keeps losing them though. Uh-oh.
Bears won this game last year.
Oh, yeah? On Thanksgiving?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but they were different teams back then.
They were.
It was Justin Fields, and it was basically the same Lions team. But
yeah, I don't know who's due back really for the Lions due to my lack of research and us shooting this so early in the week, but I know that Jared Goff will still be under center.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Jahmyr Gibbs, Sonic and Knuckles, Montgomery and Gibbs tandem will be intact.
Mm-hmm.
Laporta's there. Amon-Ra. Jamison Williams is the number one receiver in yards per catch in the NFL. The Bears got they got 30-something put up on them last week.
Mm-hmm.
I see the Lions scoring a dillion.
Yeah, the Lions are one of those weird teams where, like, it doesn't even feel enticing to pick an upset right now because they've just been beating everybody that they're better than, which is most of the league.
Yeah.
You know, the only game that was weird was the Bucs one where they lost. All the other ones have not even been like weird. It's just like the beginning.
Minnesota was close.
The beginning of the Colts game was kind of weird, but that's about it. And then it was like pretty obvious, like 24-6, and that felt like, oh, kind of a close one.
Yeah, only scored 24.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy how good this team is. So
and it's scary.
I'm going to go with the Lions.
Me too. Lions by a bucket.
Uh-huh.
I also had a dream McAfee said a dillion first, and I got called out for plagiarizing.
Really?
Yeah, I had that dream, I think, last night. It was like, $1 billion. And I was like, yo, he stole that.
That was a good impression of him.
$1 billion. Who's that coming down the track?
Who's going down this week?
Who's going down?
Who's going down this week?
All right. Tone Diggs. Let's get to the next game. Giants Cowboys, the aforementioned Rush DeVito matchup.
Aforementioned, yeah.
I would love to see Tommy DeVito bite into a turkey leg in Jerry's world.
I heard he's not even going to play. I just realized that.
Who's going to play?
Probably Tim Boyle.
Drew Lock?
Oh, Drew Lock is there still there. Yeah, it'd be Drew Lock or Tim Boyle.
I love Drew Lock. Remember that game he won for the Hawks last year on Monday night?
Nope.
You don't?
I don't. I wish I did, but I don't.
I have the Cowboys circled here, but for some reason I want to switch it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do you think?
Feel free to switch it, man. You don't have to stick the... It's just something you wrote down.
I'll do the Cowboys for whatever reason. It's not like they played a good game last week. They really tried to blow it.
They still won.
I know, but they really tried to they would have lost if Seibert doesn't miss an extra point.
Right, that was a crazy miss. And then the other thing that they did is at one point Cooper Rush threw an interception and then they fumbled it straight back to the Cowboys on that play.
There's like some real luck involved.
There was like a circus over there or something.
And is this the first game the Giants are doing without Dabo?
Yep. Oh, yeah. New coach, interim coach game. Let's go, Giants.
Going Giants.
Yeah, I like that.
I love an interim coach.
Cool.
And the Cowboys. Have the Cowboys won at home yet this year? I think they might be the only team that
maybe they've done one. Maybe they won one over there. Let's keep this real, chill and try to figure out who's going to win. I don't like the entertainment part of it for this video.
Got it, man. I like the Giants here in the interim coach game. The road dogs. New York needs a victory, man. Give me Malik Neighbors snagging a one-handed ball over a Pilgrim.
Dexter Lawrence, 10 sacks in this game. That's my prediction.
Oh, all right then there, Pilgrim.
Brian Daboll's fired, Pilgrim.
Jerry Jones, me and you got a lot in common, Pilgrim, because we're both racists.
Give them the blankets, Pilgrim.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was historical, okay? That's fucked up. Shouldn't make jokes about that, but I had to call it to the attention. And bring it up to your family members at Thanksgiving dinner. Say, hey, you know what we're celebrating, right?
I'm gonna fuck the turkey raw.
I'm gonna fuck the turkey raw.
Wear the cornucopia around my hog.
Wear cornucopia around my hog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cranberry.
Football.
Nice. Next game.
Thanks, Tony.
This is actually an awesome game. A couple weeks ago, it was like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
But the Dolphins look electric. Was that a score there, Grant?
Yeah, we scored.
Grant's watching the Arsenal game in the background. He demanded to sit in on this and just watch soccer, and he said, real football, real football, real football.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that Arsenal score.
Everybody go DM Grant on Instagram and say congratulations on the best day of your life, because every day that the Gunners win is the best day of Grant's life, and every day that they lose or draw, is that what they call it in that one?
Yeah,
draw.
Yeah.
It's the worst day of his life.
Yeah.
It's like you, man. You draw every day.
I don't know. I wish I drew every day, but you don't give me enough time because you make me work on all these videos.
Dolphins Packers is actually a great game.
Okay.
This Dolphins offense is fucking clicking again, man. It looks like, back in the thick of things. Achane running silly, screenplays going crazy. Did you see the no-look drop, lateral they did?
Oh, yeah.
Where they ran motion, play action.
Man,
and then he looks
so
to the right.
sexy.
He tosses a no-look as Tyreek grabbed it out of it's just the timing.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense is just reading the quarterback's eyes, and if he's looking this way, they're not expecting a little no-look flip like that.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. I'm excited for this matchup bigly. Give me Jordan Love, though, just kind of in an awesome shootout. I think this game's going to be really, really great.
I do love that our community has kind of adopted the Packers as the team that represents the trans and non-binary portion of our fan base.
Is that true?
They kind of rally around the Packers. I'm not sure exactly if I know the origin of why that is, but a lot, in the chat right now, if you're watching this live, you'll see Packers and then the trans flag, and they really, really like to rally around the Packers for that reason. I gotta pick against him here, and not because of that. I just wanted to point that out.
It's a weird way to start.
Say I love it. We just haven't addressed it on video, and I wanted to let people know that I think that's cool.
And now you're just picking against it.
Well, yeah, but not because of what they represent, but because of the
but it has that feeling.
It doesn't, though.
It does when you just said it like
that. But if you listen to what I'm about to say, I'm saying The Dolphins are kind of clicking, and I think they have more upwards momentum. I think the Packers beating that Niners team last week is one of those kind of like mirages, kind of like oh, wow. Like the Niners weren't the Niners last week. They didn't have Brock Purdy. They didn't have Nick Bosa. Debo Samuel was dropping balls. It wasn't the same team. Didn't look like a well-oiled machine. Kyle Shanahan broke something in his brain.
Yeah.
Can't coach a team no more.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go with the Dolphins just kind of like on the escalator up.
Oh, yeah.
And the Packers on the escalator down in the moment. Not to say that I think the Dolphins are actually a better, more complete team, but I think they got some momentum. And I'd like to see them pull one off, go get to 6-6.
I would too. I read that Mike McDaniel turned down trade calls. The Ravens tried to get Calais back, and he said this is like when they were 2-5 or something. He said, "No, we're making the playoffs." Said to the GM, "No trades.
Yeah.
We need them."
Yeah,
and that's awesome to be that so shitty early on and still believe that Good go fish.
Yep. All right. Next one, Raiders Chiefs. This one's on Friday, which is weird, but I like it because right when I get out of Wicked, I'll have something to watch.
Yeah, and the Raiders always have the Chiefs number. This is like a fun rivalry, genuinely. Antonio Pierce battling for his little life over there. The Raiders look god awful. This spread's huge, but the Chiefs just have, like we saw last week, they have a way of kind of making it interesting with bad teams. But I think in Arrowhead, I will take the Chiefs by a healthy 2 possessions here.
I am taking the Raiders because Here's why. Holidays. Okay, last Christmas, I gave you my heart. And the very next day, you gave it away.
Yeah.
Okay?
I pawned it.
Yeah.
For schmack.
And that was messed up.
Schmack. Sorry.
Yeah. It's just messed up. And so this year... to save me from fear, is that what it was? To save me from fear, yeah. I'll give it to somebody else. Somebody special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
this week it's gonna be Gardner Minshew that I'm giving it to.
Feliz Navidad. Potato Santo Melistia.
No, that's not even close. Ain seems a little insensitive. I think so.
If I don't know the language, it's not insensitive if I just fill in my own words.
No bien.
Feliz Navidad, Potato Sancho, and Colicia.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's not right.
I don't like it.
Shout out Jose Feliciano.
Prospero año. It means a successful year. All right. Also,
shout out Jose.
I'm going what I said. I'm going all the way back. Holidays. Last year on Christmas, the Chiefs lost to the Raiders. This time it's the day after Thanksgiving, which everybody knows is All Souls Day. Or maybe I think that's November 1st. It doesn't matter. I don't know, something about these holiday times where the Chiefs, I think there's something. It's too much positive energy, and it combats their satanic energy over there in Kansas City. So I don't know. I would say fluke, weird, dumb game. Raiders take this one.
Will we see footage of Travis and Taylor's Thanksgiving Day spread during this game?
I don't think I've ever seen Taylor Swift in a picture with food. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's pretty private about what she eats.
Yeah.
I'd
like to see a picture of them spread together.
What? Oh, you mean what? Travis? What?
Here's a picture of Travis and Taylor's spread.
I think it would be really cool if there was we uncovered some sort of nefarious affair between Taylor Swift and maybe like Alan Lazard or something, because then it'd be a private jet. Taylor Swift's private jet. That'd be sick on the front of a newspaper, all big. Taylor Swift's private jet. And then it's Alan Lazard, who's plays for the Jets.
Someone's phone's going off in here, dude, and it's mine. And that's bad.
No, it's my phone.
Oh.
It's my phone, and it's a call from Quadeca.
You want to have him pick the next game?
No, he's calling me about something else, probably.
Something serious?
I don't know. Probably not. But he doesn't know anything about football, so he's not a value here. He's not of use.
He's not a value add.
He's not a valuable individual in this moment.
Got it.
And that's all right.
Yeah, Chiefs here by a brick.
I'm Raiders by a crick. All right, next game. This is going so slow.
Chargers Falcons is actually an awesome game. I have it down on one of these. This was a must win for someone. It's a must win for the Falcons, it turns out. If they go to 6-6 and those damn Bucks beat the Panthers, which we all think they will, they go 6-6. I don't know. This feels Chargers are the better team here, as the spread says. I am going to pick them, and I think this is like the on-schedule cascade mudslide for the Falcons.
I really thought that going into this, I was like, I think the Falcons could pull this one out. But then I thought about it a little bit more. Again, they just don't have a good pass rush, and Justin Herbert is so good when there's no pressure on him.
It's unreal.
And that offense clicks when that's happening.
Yeah.
I'm worried about J.K. Dobbins maybe not playing in this game. That's a big thing. But at the same time, I still think that connection between Herbert and McConkey with no pass rush to speak of is going to be electric, and they can make stuff happen regardless. And then they've also got Will Dissly over there.
God, I love Will Dissly. I wanted to say it too.
Yeah.
I like him.
And he is just reliable, especially when there's like nothing open on the outside or going deep for Herbert. He can always get it to Dissly for a good 8 yards or so. So even if their run game is bullshit, they can still figure it out. And the Falcons just look a little bit broken, a little bit mediocre. Kirk can't move around.
Yeah, pending Bijan legacy game, I'm taking Chargers here.
Yeah, and you know what? I might not even watch this game because around the holidays, I don't want to see Cousins. I've already seen a bunch of them on the couple days before on Thanksgiving, so I think I'll have seen enough Cousins by Sunday. Okay.
Next game.
Yeah. Sorry.
Steelers, Jangles. God, hear the Jangle bells, Bengals bells, Bengal all the way. Joe Burrow's fucking lame, and so is Jamar Chase. Hey, Zach Taylor sucks, and your uniform's ugly. Who gives a fuck about this game? Both these teams suck dick. That's a little preview of Christmas.
Yeah, none of that rhymed. All right.
That's a little preview of Christmas joy.
Yeah. I got it. Joe's nuts roasting on an open fire.
Ew, dude.
Zach Taylor nipping at your nose.
What the fuck?
I don't know. You're right. Let's go with your song. We'll put your song out.
T. Higgins sucks, and the Steelers suck too. Mike Tomlin's kind of cool, but Russell's fucking fool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Russell fucked Future, and now he's stuck with Sierra's kids.
We're not spreading misinformation, okay?
Who do I even have circled here?
Probably the Steelers.
I do, and I don't care. If the Steelers are dogs, and if Tony didn't fuck this one up, I'm hammering that home till my money come flow.
Give me the Bengals, they'll finally win a game.
No.
Joe Burrow's been playing super well, and the Steelers kind of look lame. The Steelers haven't been looking that good, but I do have them really high on my power. Honestly, sinfully high on my power rankings. Doesn't make any sense. They just lost to the Browns. They are 8-3, but I don't know. I think the Bengals. These are the AFC North games are always like this. Give me the Bengals.
It's gonna be an awesome game. I'll take Steelers.
Yeah.
Next, Texans, Jags.
Both of these teams look like they suck now.
Yeah.
But they like one of them's winning the division, the other one's losing.
Well, Texans are in the worst division in football, maybe.
Yeah, they definitely are.
I mean, that division sucks. Here's the thing, man. They got a lot of fucking weapons still. They looked bad. Mostly CJ with untimely turnovers last week, I feel like really cost him, and a couple bad coverage mistakes in the secondary. But Will Anderson came back and I think had 2 sacks. He's right in the race for sack leader, for big sack guy in the NFL. They just got too much going on here. I know the Jags are off bye and Trevor might come back, and Doug Peterson said he's retooled and he's not giving away any secrets. If you say that, that means you haven't retooled. It's like, hey, I got something big cooking, and people are like, well, what is it? And he's like, I can't say.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to just see. It's going to be the same old.
It's like Drake when he said, I'm going to press the red button. And everybody's like, press it. And press the red button.
The red button's the clit.
In
the clit for the rap game.
In most cases, I'd say yeah, but I think the red button this time was a lawsuit, which is very hip hop.
I like when you talk like that, man.
Thanks, man.
I got Texans by a crobble here, like a whole crobble basket.
Really?
Yeah.
By a crobble? That's like nobody's ever beaten another team by a crobble.
Nico's back in full swing. They lost a really bad one, but I think I don't know. They're scary. I think this is still like could be an 11-win team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans, but I'm not as confident as I was even going like like last week about the Texans. Like, it's getting worse and worse. I will say there were a few like Nico Collins great plays in that game that got called back. Like, it could have gone very differently. But CJ Stroud looks like terrified back there. He looks like
their fucking O-line sucks, Doc.
Yeah, he looks like he's like driving in the snow, and he's like 16 years old, and he's like Florida. Learning how to drive, and he's like looking around at all these cars like going into the ditch and shit, and it's just like, dude, just like turn on snow mode and stay and just go real slow, and then you won't get in a car accident.
Yeah, man.
All right, CJ, just drive as carefully as you can.
Texans
and don't worry the whole time. Oh my God, I'm gonna crash. If you freak out, it makes it worse.
Texans by a crobble basket.
I'm gonna go with the Texans by a tiny little bit.
Next game.
Okay.
Cards Vikings. I like this matchup.
I love it.
I think this is going to be a really, really fun game. Could be an absolutely I don't have it as a must win, do I?
I don't remember.
No, I don't. Nope. It's not a must win for either team. I have Vikings down. Vikings and Eagles really need a win to keep pace if that one seed in the NFC. If you want to secure that home field playoff race to the Super Bowl, that'd be big. But the Cardinals are battling right now to win a division that no one thought they could win. And if they win and the Commanders lose, they're right in the playoffs.
Yeah. Kyler Murray, and this isn't like new or anything, but just can look so great one play and so bad the next. Like, he threw that hook shot pass that went straight to Kobe Bryant, which is ironic, and then he ran it all the way back. I don't know. Well, I didn't know that his name was spelled Kobe. It was Kobe Bryant, but spelled all different. Not spelled the same.
Are you going to keep just burping?
I had to eat in between, and sometimes after you eat your burp, that's just one of the things about life, and there's nothing I can do about it except try my best to give you guys the news in terms of football.
I got the Vikings by a slimp here.
By a slimp?
Yeah. A narrow slimp. I think this is could be a down-to-the-wire kind of game.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Vikings, but I don't know by how much. I'm just going to pick them because I think they're a better team.
I do too. I think their defense is going to – the blitz is going to be a problem unless Kyler can really use those little feet.
Mm-hmm. He's going to really have to use those little feet.
Hey, nice, man.
The mouse in the house down south, but instead he's up north playing in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's a hard place to play. I say it every time someone's got to go into Minnesota. Skull!
J.J. McCarthy tweeted it the other day.
Skull wintergreen.
And Daniel Jones might play in this game too. We'll see.
Doubt it. Vikings.
Okay.
Next. Colts Patriots, one of the least interesting games of the week, and I keep falling victim to picking Drake May, and it hasn't really worked out in the last couple weeks.
Yeah,
and so I'm gonna just go with the Colts. Both these teams suck, low key.
Anthony Richardson last week, stats looked terrible. He did have a few crazy bad throws, but he also had some unbelievable throws that were either dropped or caught out of bounds that I think the narrative around Anthony Richardson coming back would be louder and more different if those were completed. And I know they weren't, so it's not like, whatever, but they were great throws, and I think he does look as powerful or as much of a threat as he did at the beginning of the season that people were hoping. But I still think this team's a little bit broken. They got to lean more on Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
and
what is up with that?
I don't really understand what they're doing. It's crazy that they're 5-7. They feel worse than that.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they're still kind of in the AFC playoff picture.
Worst division.
Yeah, totally. So, but yeah, I'll go with the Colts here, but I just think both these teams are like whatever.
Yeah, super bad.
Mm-hmm.
Colts, though, by a crank?
I am by a Dolph.
Okay.
All right,
next game. Seahawks, Jets, another, oh my God.
Doesn't this just feel like one of those games that the Jets will win, but it's like they shouldn't? They should lose. They're done. They're not going to make the playoffs.
I don't know. Is Aaron going to play?
I don't know. I know that people are saying he's going to go on IR and then he wants to play for another team next year. Apparently he said that, but I
feel like he's got to show, if he goes on to IR and wants to play for another team next year, I don't even know if he gets the opportunity. I feel like he's got to play 2 more good games.
Mm.
Who the fuck would want him right now? Your high school?
Yeah, they would definitely take him.
He would shred it up there.
Absolutely. But I feel like there's some teams I think the Raiders probably want Daniel Jones, honestly. They need a quarterback to play alongside whatever rookie they draft type of thing. They either
You just don't want this sideshow Billy Bob Tucker.
I still think it's the Giants that get him. I think the Giants, Aaron Rodgers goes to the Giants for 1 year while they wait out this draft class and then try to get that little Manning kid.
They bring Nathaniel Hackett in as head coach for the Giants.
No, maybe it'll be Bill the Pill Belichick.
Hell no, Belichick ain't working with A-Rod.
Maybe it'll be the dude who works for us who coached the Titans last year, Mike Vrabel.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Maybe it'll be Mike Vrabel.
He'll probably get a head coaching job somewhere. He fits the Raiders for me. Anyway, we're getting off track. Give me the Seahawks here.
We're not off track. We were talking about football.
Oh.
Yeah.
Geno's second in the league in passing yards still.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome how this guy is like, we're really sleeping on him. The guy is like a great quarterback. A top 5 guy, I think.
No, he's not. Not even close to top 5.
Sorry. What numbers are we going by then?
Because we don't just go by passing yards, we go by completion
and touch. I know, and he's in the top 5 of all those categories.
I don't think he is.
I looked at it this morning.
All right, completion percentage. What number is he?
I think he's 66.7%. I think he's 3rd.
Oh well, Bo Nix is like above that. He's a rookie.
Geno's great. The emergence of Jackson Smith-Njigba is upon us. He's been playing lights out for the last couple weeks.
He's better stats than Amon-Ra St. Brown right now.
Yeah, he's been playing absolutely lights out. K9 is still always a threat. I don't know. I'd rather the Seahawks win that division than the Cardinals. I'm rooting for the Seahawks.
I'd rather have the Cardinals win it.
I like McDonald.
Yeah,
old McDonald
for lunch every day.
Old McDonald had a farm, Gene, and on that farm he had K9. He likes to run balls, and out wide is DK. And I'll work about it. I'll work it out.
Throw that ball to DK Metcalf.
E-I-E-I-O. And on defense, they have Kobe Bryant. He's spelled a little differently. Yeah, Seahawks by a lot. I hope Aaron Rodgers gets put into a coffin and buried underground.
Oh, wow. I've changed my mind. I'm going with the Seahawks because of that Mamba mentality that they have on defense.
Yeah. Don't you want Mamba? All right, next game. Titans Commanders. Are the Titans decent? Or did they beat a team that sucks cock? Their defense is great. We all know that. And Bill Levis. Yep. Tony Pollard's like 3rd or 4th in the league in rushing yards too now, out of nowhere.
You said Jahmyr Gibbs in the last video. When are you going to get it right?
Maybe Tony Pollard's 5. I think it's Kyren Williams.
I think Tony is 4 and Jahmyr Gibbs is 5.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Unless it changed over this video. Unless they gave Jahmyr some for walking out of his house today.
That's messed up. Messed up. I don't feel comfortable on the show.
The Commanders is a must-win here. Backs against their wall. Clint Kingsbury's going to get this one. Jaden McDaniels is going to do it all spicy. The Titans defense is really fucking good. I'll say that.
The Titans defense.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay.
Calvin Ridley, whatever. Bill Levis. I don't know. The Commanders get a bounce back win when they really need one here. The Titans aren't playing for anything. I think it'll be close. I think they'll struggle, and I think they can win this game and we'll still come out of it with more questions than answers.
Calvin Ridley. What's next? Calvin Jokley or Calvin Questionly? I don't know. I'm I am checked out. It's the weekend for me right now. I know. I'm trying to kind of move my mind on other things. I will give it to the Commanders here. Thank you, Grant. Just kidding. Not gonna eat it. Yeah, Commanders. I guess. If Seibert can hit a goddamn kick and I can hit a goddamn lick this weekend, pick up a fucking couch
Austin Seibert
Facebook Marketplace.
That's enough. Next game.
Seibert couldn't hit that kick, and I went on Cyber and hit a lick.
Austin Seibert Monday.
I stole Bitcoin. I stole a lot of Bitcoin.
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop. You're fumbling around. Bucks Panthers.
That's what's up right now?
Yeah.
Bucks.
Yeah, Thank you.
For sure.
Bucks by a lot. Panthers do look more fun. 2 weeks ago, this was a game I wouldn't have watched. 2 weeks later, this is a game I will watch.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching Bryce Young play. I want to hear Xavier Legette talk about Dollar Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Horse.
course.
I want to hear Chuba Hubbard. That name, I want to
hear how everybody pronounces it because I thought for sure it was Chuba Hubbard, and then that's awesome because I was like, well, I just call it Chuba. Just say Chubbard or Chuba Hubba Max. You know, something we could really.
It's Chuba.
It's Chuba. Yeah. I will say
Chuba Gooding Jr.
Who did we? No, there was a call during that game. I forget who it was. They said the Chuba Missile Crisis. And somebody I forget what announcer it is, and I wish I would ever remembered it, but the tweet was crazy that he just pulled this out of his bag during the game, and it was still got it 97-mile-an-hour fastball on the corner. That is a great call. Chuba Missile Crisis is awesome.
Yeah, Bucks by a lot here. They are fighting for playoff contention. They're getting healthier right at the right time. Baker kept the ship steady when everyone was hurt. They looked dead after that Ravens Monday night game, and he got a couple gutsy wins in there, and now Evans is back, and they're cooking. I love it.
Anybody on the Panthers Italian?
Adam Thielen, maybe?
Yeah, possibly. Okay, because we found out that Baker Mayfield hates Italian people.
Yeah.
And he likes to mock them, and so he'll play harder. It's kind of how Max Crosby plays against certain quarterbacks, a little harder. You know what I mean? Hits them harder.
Like most quarterbacks.
Yeah, most quarterbacks in the league now.
Yeah.
But none a while ago. But that Baker hates Italians, and so I'm gonna bet on him against any Italian player.
I think you messed up too. You meant to say Bosa, and you said Max Crosby.
I think both of them got. I think both of them got. No, Max Crosby, good guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He looks like a motorcycle gang guy.
Yeah, but he smoked a backwood in the locker room last year.
Didn't he hang out with Trump though?
No.
Oh, okay. Word.
Next.
I don't know that much, and I'm just
quit thinking every white guy's a racist.
My bad. Racist.
Rams Saints. Wow. 2 weeks ago I was like, here come the Rammies. Sean McVay loaded up, but they continuously drop bad games. I just don't know if they're untimely turnover teams. I think Kyron Williams leads the league in fumbles. Yeah, it's not good.
Got to hold on to the rock.
Their defense isn't really that special, and they're getting exposed kind of here and there. Sean McVay can't dial up everything.
Yeah,
I don't believe in him. I kind of
bless you, Grant.
Thanks. I kind of want to pick the Saints here in a schemy little game.
Don't do that. You circled the Rams, and I'm picking the Saints, so don't do that. I don't like that.
All right, I'll stick with the Rams, but I don't like it, especially as home dogs. If you're betting at home, hammer the home dogs always. I think the Saints are this new coach is kind of exciting.
Chill out, home dog. The Saints, I think, are they're better. They're better than we thought they were during that crazy skid. They got Derek Carr back, breathed a little life into the team. Yeah. I kind of see it. I don't even know who their coach is anymore. Dennis Allen's not the coach.
Antonio Banderas.
Really? From Puss in Boots fame. Of Puss in Boots fame. I had no idea.
Derek Carr.
Yeah. Yep.
He's drawing up plays and he just draws his E's.
Yeah. Alvin Kamara. Taysom Hill. Remember him?
Yep, I do. He's still active.
From 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I got Rams. You got Saints. Great. Next. Cool. Eagles, Ravens. Why is this at 425?
I don't. Yeah.
Flex this to the Super Bowl. This is going to be an awesome game.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a huge game for the Eagles. It doesn't really seem like it, but Vikings win. They really need the win. If the Lions win, they really, really need the win. They're just trying to keep pace. You really want that home field advantage, even though in their case, it might just mean their own fans throwing beer bottles at them, which isn't really an advantage.
Yeah.
I have Eagles here. Ravens are still on fraud watch. They are I know Derrick Henry's great, but I feel like they just exist on this madness that Lamar continues to churn up. And I think against this Eagles defense, which is really starting to gel right now, both in the secondary and in the trenches, I think they get him this week.
Yeah, the Eagles defense looks a lot better than the Ravens defense, which is not even saying much because they're one of the worst. But the Ravens offense is very explosive, and I believe in their. I don't know. This is just gonna be awesome because it's Saquon versus Derrick Henry. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah,
two
new teams.
It's the annual bird bath. Who's gonna come? Who's gonna escape victorious from the bird bath? Eagles and Ravens.
Yeah,
I'd like to see this game happen in nature, in a nature dock. That's what I'd like to see.
When the eagle spots a wild raven, he waits patiently till he starts to bathe his feathers, and then, when the time is just right, the eagle strikes. But the eagle, wrongly coached by a stupid Italian, misses his opportunity, and the raven escapes.
Look at this. That's a bird. I think it's
The
a type of.
fuck?
It's a
That's
type.
not a
I
nature-
think that's type of a bird. Oh, and it seems to have wings, and maybe it's on a tree. Oh, I'm trying to use my imagination here for this. It's approached by a squirrel. Yeah. That's nature and scene. That's a nature documentary. That's a scene
Good
from a
job,
nature
Riley.
documentary.
Who are you picking?
I'm gonna pick the Eagles, I think. Yeah.
Who are you actually picking?
The Eagles.
Okay, but you said I think. I just want you to be sure.
Oh yeah, I'm picking the Eagles because I think their defense is better, and that's like gonna win the battle there.
Yeah.
That's all.
If Philly's
Close,
team
though.
plane lands safely in Baltimore, I'm taking the Eagles. If there's any mishaps on the runways, or if there's any kind of crashes where everyone gets hurt,
That's a good caveat. I was gonna unless I have to throw through. I'm picking the Eagles unless their whole team passes away.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I was thinking about that this morning when I was brushing my teeth. That happened to Marshall, the college.
Of course.
We are Marshall. That's where
We
that comes
are Marshall.
from. Make a joke about a whole team dying.
I didn't. I mean, that's
But
not,
I feel like we hear more about, and I know it's like, oh, it's more dangerous to drive than fly, but like you hear more about like high school teams on buses all getting fucked up or dying than like NBA teams that play 82 games a year. They're flying to 41 of those regular season games, and like none of those planes have ever crashed.
Well, that's because a commercial airline flight hasn't crashed in like 22 years in the U.S.
Yeah, that's crazy though. They fly so much, and then like, no whole NBA
But that's
team's ever
because
been wiped out.
that's not. It's because no planes.
It's just
crash.
crazy.
That's
that
not
planes-
crazy.
It's crazy that planes don't crash.
I'm pissed.
It's flying,
I'm
dude.
pissed doing this.
How is it so easy to fly? How did we get so good at flying?
We
but can't-
believed. That's the Wright brothers. All you. The Wright brothers. If you wish to achieve, all you have to do is believe.
The wrong brothers, those would be the bosses.
Yeah.
Wrong kid died.
Oops.
All right, next game.
Uh-oh.
Bills Niners.
Okay.
That sounds like a neighborhood guy's name. Oh, that's Bills Niners.
Nope, doesn't sound like that at all. Nobody's named Bills.
It's Bills Niners.
And nobody's last name is not. Well, there probably is, but who cares?
Whatever. The
Doesn't sound
Niners
like
are
that.
dead. Kyle Shanahan's dead.
Cut that joke. Cut it. I don't like it.
Bosa's a racist. This team sucks. I liked Brock Purdy is not a ceiling raiser. Even when he's in and healthy and he's really good and competent, he's just not good enough to like get your team over those little mistakes. Everyone else has to play excellent in order for this team to win. Brock can be really good and put up good numbers, but he doesn't. If Debo's having an off game and Christian can't get it going, Brock's not gonna raise that roof.
I don't 100% agree with that. I think it's kind of like the Tua situation in Miami where, like, you might not be super impressed all the time with him at quarterback, but when he's not there, you see how much the team misses that. Like, the Dolphins looked awful without Tua.
Since you've been gone.
Is that... What are you doing?
Don't missing it. There's something there. There's like a song.
Since you've been gone.
No. Whoa.
Well, whatever. When Brock's
Okay.
not there, they look like shit. And is he playing? I guess we don't know. We're doing this too early, I think. Brock the Cock Purdy versus
I'm going
Freaky
Billies.
White Josh. I'm going to go with Freaky White Josh for
Yep.
show.
Bills for show.
Yep.
Let's get to the biggest primetime game of the whole season.
Yep, they didn't flex this one. This is Monday Night Football. You read that right. And it's the Browns going over to Denver, take on those Broncos.
And you know who loves to eat white rookies for breakfast?
Who?
Me and Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
And Bo Nix is on the menu, and it's an all-you-can-eat slop trough. I think Mo Hurst gets a sack. I think Myles Garrett gets a sack. I think I get a sack of taters, and I boil them up, and I make you something nice.
Well, okay. I'm excited for the third thing for sure.
I got a Browns by a crip basket.
A crip basket?
It's like a gift basket, but it's for crips.
Okay. Blue basket.
Yeah, Browns by a lot. The Broncos,
I gotta spoil your party here really quick, okay?
I haven't picked the Browns in 2 months, so
No, but I gotta spoil it really quick with information, okay? I looked up the forecast for weather in Denver. It's gonna be 40 degrees, 0% precipitation. There's no snow to speak of, and Jameis Winston only wins in the snow.
That's not
Except for a couple games.
He won a national title.
Whatever, dude. They listen, okay? The horse is ready for battle, but the glory comes from the Lord. The horse
Victory
being the Bronco
comes from the
here.
Lord.
Oh, sorry, victory. I put glory. Okay, victory comes from the Lord, but the Bronco is a horse, and that's ready for battle. No snow.
Nick Chubb, first 100-yard game since coming back this game. Boom. Count it, book it, seal it, deliver it, put it in the mail, and give it to me.
I'm going to go with the Broncos.
Come on, you Browns.
I hope not. I hope that the Browns win, and they are great on primetime, which is exemplified by the one win that they have on primetime this year.
Yeah, that's like 9-0 in Thursday night games. Yeah, go Browns, back in the playoff race with this win. Give me hope. Give me something to think and touch myself about. Thank you. That was this week's 13 slate of football. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope your uncles aren't racist, and if they are, shamalamahaya.
We finally did it. The best video we've ever made across any channel. This one. We do have 2 other videos that came out or coming out today, depending on the order we put them out. It's a triple header of Hivemind stuff. That's all coming out. And I hope that you have a great food. And there it is.
Love you. Go Browns. Roll it, Tony, and Grant, say something.